Felicia was walking on air. The night was surreal. You know, she was so happy, and she was dancing with everyone. You know, seeing her parents together again.
It sounds perfect.
Well, it was until she,
What? What happened?
She collapsed in your father's arms.
Is she all right?
Yeah. We took her back to her room, and I called this morning, and Stephanie said she was doing a little better.
She's just pushing herself way too hard.
It's what she wanted. A celebration. You know, a party to end all parties. And she was the center of it all.
I so wish I could have been there.
Ah, listen, you gotta stay right here in bed and think of your baby first.
I just feel like I'm missing out on so much being on bed rest. I can't believe that Stephanie and Eric are actually married. They're together and Ridge and Taylor are apart.
Get out of here, Ramirez.
I'm not the cause of your problems, Forrester.
You waltz into my home, come on to my wife.
I was giving Taylor the attention that you couldn't bother to give her yourself.
I cut you some slack before, Ramirez. But right now, it's taking every ounce of restraint not to teach you a long overdue lesson.
Well, come on then. Don't hold back, Ridge.
Let's just cut to the chase, shall we? You stay away from my home. You stay away from my kids. And most importantly, you stay away from Taylor.
Taylor? What's going on here? What's this?
My resignation. Please, Eric, we both know you're relieved. You weren't that enthusiastic about me being here to begin with.
Look, Taylor, you and I may have had a lot of disagreements about this business. But I love you. I love you very much. I'm sorry what's happened to your marriage with Ridge.
Thank you. Thank you for your kindness.
You know I mean it.
I do, I know. Maybe if I'd been smarter, I might have spared myself all this pain. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I ever married Ridge again.
Taylor, don't. Look at me. Look. You and Ridge have raised a wonderful family, and you were happy for a lot of years. There's one thing I've learned is that you can't deny yourself those wonderful memories. You cannot lose who you were or who you are.
We were happy, I guess.
Yes, you were, very.
But too much of the time, Brooke was a factor. She was a part of our marriage, and that was wrong. I mean, you know what it was like being caught in the middle with Ridge being a third party to your marriage to Brooke? I was never what Ridge wanted, any more than you were what Brooke wanted. I mean, the sad truth is, Eric, is that you and I have been just, bit players in the story of their life together. Ridge has always wanted Brooke, and now he's free to have her.
I still can't believe that Ridge and Taylor's marriage is just over.
You know, Taylor was so driven to make it back to Ridge. I just want her to know that I'm there for her if she needs me.
Well, you should tell her that. You're a really good friend of hers, and that's what she needs right now to cheer her up.
So, tell me about the wedding.
Well, I was surprised by it, actually. When Stephanie and I agreed to it, we were just kind of going through the motions. But then when we were together like that, all of us, the children, together under one roof for the first time in years, it just turned magical.
I think what the two of you did for Felicia was wonderful. I know when you look back on it, you'll be glad you did it.
Yeah. I'm sorry you went there.
Well, Stephanie invited me. It's just for obvious reasons I didn't want to go.
Yeah. Look, Taylor, with everything that's happened this year, all the changes, I just want you to know you'll always be a part of this family.
I always thought you were pathetic, but never more than right now.
Go ahead, Ramirez. Enlighten me.
Okay. I never envied you, your money, your position, your company. But I did envy what you had with Taylor.
Clearly.
She's an amazing woman, an incredible family. But you couldn't keep it together, could you? She never should have remarried you to begin with.
Oh, she might disagree with you.
That's not my opinion. That's hers.
Taylor told you that.
That hurts, doesn't it? That she sees you for what you are. Ridge Forrester, big man on campus. Nothing but a mama's boy, born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Well, you can spend your life drooling after Brooke if you want, but you don't have to try that hard because you're free to have her. You can live your lives of self-indulgence and decadence on the money that you make selling your overpriced rags. Enjoy it, Ridge. Your life of excess. But don't ever look back. And stay clear of Taylor. I'm looking after her now.
You just happened to be there for Taylor during a difficult time in her life, and you think she's yours? It's rather presumptuous on your part, isn't it?
She needs someone now, and I'm going to be there for her.
No, fireman, you're not.
Come on. You don't want her, but you can't stand the thought of another man in her life? Isn't that a little selfish considering you're running back to Brooke?
When Taylor decides to move on with her life, I will wish her well. Until then,
Until then, you want her sitting around longing for you because that's all your self-inflated ego can deal with. Well, if Taylor wants to be with me, that's for her to decide, not her ex-husband.
well, until I know exactly what your position actually is with her, I'll just talk to Taylor when she comes in this morning, okay? Good.
Well, considering she doesn't work here anymore, Ridge, you'll be waiting a while. Let it sink in. Taylor doesn't want to have anything to do with you or your company anymore. She's not like Brooke. You can't keep her on a leash. You ended it. And she's done with you. For good.
Now, Taylor's really lucky to have you, Dante. She's gonna need good friends in her life right now.
You know, when men find out that she's not married to Ridge anymore, they're going to be lined up around the block to have a chance to be with her.
Maybe. But you're her friend. You were there for her before, and you should be there for her now.
Ridge was a fool to let her go.
I think love is just a really hard thing to understand. I mean, look at my dad and Stephanie, the way you're making it sound. They were really, really happy last night.
You know, Eric, I think it's absolutely wonderful what you and Queenie have done for Felicia. I mean, it's not every day that two people who detest each other can go so happily back to the altar.
Hello, Eric.
Jackie, hi.
Hello, Sally. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Well, actually, if you must know, you are interrupting.
Sally, it's all right. Come in.
I didn't know whether or not I'd find you here.
Why not?
Well, I didn't know if you planned a honeymoon or...
No honeymoon. Stephanie's with Felicia. It's a very big night. Kind of wore her out, you know?
She's taking a turn for the worse.
No. No, she's just tired from it. She's resting.
perhaps this wedding that Felicia was so determined to have was a mistake?
No. No, it wasn't. It was wonderful. A family all together in a way that we hadn't been in a long time. So much talk of our past. All of our dreams, most of them realized. I realized that my greatest achievement, mine and Stephanie's, has been our family. Jackie, I held Felicia, and I danced with her, and well, it's just an evening I'll never forget.
So it's true. You're leaving.
I can't work here. Not anymore, not with you.
You sure, Doc?
Reg, you didn't want me here. This is your domain with Brooke. I didn't have the resume.
I just saw Hector. He dropped by to tell me to stay away from you.
I'm sure that went over well.
He's hounding you, Taylor.
Reg, I'll determine who's hounding me and who's not.
Look, you're upset, and rightfully so. But Hector's going to take advantage of that. He's going to take advantage of you.
That actually matters to you?
Of course it matters to me.
No, Ridge. You stopped having any say about what I do or who I see the day you walked out on our marriage.
The evening sounds wonderful.
It was exactly what Felicia wanted.
Then it made her happy.
Yeah. We're the family that Felicia wanted to remember. Strong, supportive, there for each other, enthusiastic for our futures and for each other. It's been so long since that had happened, I'd almost forgotten what it was like. Jackie. You know this is temporary. It's just for now, just for Felicia.
Everyone in the world knows that you and Stephanie are married, and nobody, okay, Nick knows, but nobody else knows that you and we're supposed to have a future together.
Jackie.
I know that's the way it has to be, the way that it should be. It's just that I hope that out of sight doesn't mean out of mind.
No, never. I promise you that. It's just for now. It's just until Felicia. It's just these few days, this short time until Felicia goes.
Promise me that you'll lean on me. Promise me that you'll let me be there for you.
I promise. I promise. My commitment to you has not changed, Jackie. We're going to be together.
Given the unique circumstances of my return, I was able to get an annulment. No 6 months of waiting for a divorce. All you have to do is sign, and then you'll be free to get on with your life with Brooke. I'm sure you've already proposed. The least you can do is sign so I can get on with my life, Ridge.
get your mother to guide your hand.
My mother's influence is out of my life.
Oh, good for Brooke.
You honestly believe the only reason we got married was to make my mother happy?
I do believe it. All your life you've always wanted Brooke. You've wanted her desperately, but Stephanie hated her from the very beginning. And because you couldn't let go of your mother's apron strings, you married the first woman who came along who could please her. The only problem was you never stopped loving Brooke. Our marriage was a sham.
Taylor, you can hate me. That's okay. I had that coming. But I'm not going to stand here and let you tell me that our marriage meant nothing to me. Because it did. You can look back at all the time we spent together. And you may not feel that way. Maybe I can't change that. But I can tell you that I had the honor of raising a family and spending many years with an incredible woman. A woman with class, a woman with substance. Maybe more than I deserved. The children we raised, Taylor, they came from us. There couldn't be three greater kids. You crossed the line with me. Behavior I find hypocritical, and I crossed the line with you with my connection with Brooke. But that doesn't take away from what we had and what we shared. That was beautiful.
That's what makes this so damn hard. It was beautiful. And now it's gone. And we can never get it back. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to end.
I'm so sorry.